Welcome back to the channel, US Rare Coins News, Top 1. This coin doesn't shout for attention. It doesn't sparkle like ancient gold or scream rarity at first glance. In fact, many people have held it, spent it, or ignored it completely. But that's exactly why the United States of America Gold $1 dated 2000 with the P Mint mark is so interesting. It's a modern coin hiding a much bigger story, one that connects history, design, misunderstanding, and collector psychology in a way few coins ever do. The year 2000 wasn't just another date on the calendar. It marked the beginning of a new millennium, and the United States Mint knew this moment mattered. There was pressure to create something symbolic, forward-looking, and memorable. This wasn't just about making change, it was about reshaping how Americans viewed dollar coins altogether. For decades, dollar coins struggled to gain public acceptance. Earlier designs were often mistaken for quarters or simply ignored. So when the Mint released this new golden color dollar in 2000, it was meant to feel different. It was lighter in color, smoother in design, and instantly eye-catching. Many people believed they were holding real gold for the first time in their lives, and that misunderstanding alone gave the coin an unusual place in American culture. The Philadelphia Mint, represented by the P Mint mark, struck these coins with care and precision. While millions were produced, not all were treated kindly once released. Most were handled roughly, tossed into bags, registers, and pockets, slowly losing their original look. That's important, because modern coins rely heavily on condition to stand out today. The front of the coin features Sacagawea, a figure whose importance goes far beyond textbooks. She was a young Native American woman who helped guide the Lewis and Clark expedition across unfamiliar territory. More than a guide, she symbolized trust, communication, and survival. Her presence on this coin marked a historic first, a real Native American woman honored on a circulating United States coin. What makes this design especially powerful is its calm confidence. Sacagawea isn't shown in a dramatic pose. Instead, she looks forward, carrying her child, representing continuity, hope, and resilience. It's a quiet strength, and that subtlety is part of why collectors appreciate the design more as time passes. Turn the coin over and the theme continues with a soaring eagle in flight. This wasn't a random choice. The eagle has long represented freedom and strength, but here it also reflects motion, America moving forward into a new era. The clean lines and open space give the coin a modern feel that separated it from older, more crowded designs. Now here's where collectors really lean in. Despite being a modern issue, the 2000 P Gold $1 coin can be surprisingly difficult to find in truly pristine condition. Coins that were never circulated, never cleaned, and never mishandled are far less common than people expect. Even tiny surface marks or dulling can dramatically affect how desirable a coin becomes. Then there are the coins that don't follow the rules. Some 2000 P examples display striking errors, off-center strikes, weak details, unusual surface textures, or planchet issues. These aren't caused by damage, they're born at the mint. Error coins like these attract serious collector attention because they are accidental, limited, and impossible to reproduce. Another layer of intrigue comes from public confusion. Because the coin looks gold, many still assume it contains precious metal. While that belief isn't accurate, it keeps interest alive. Coins that spark questions tend to stay relevant far longer than coins everyone fully understands. This coin also represents a moment when the United States tried to change spending habits. The goal was to replace the dollar bill, and while that didn't fully succeed, the attempt itself makes these coins historically significant. They represent ambition, experimentation, and a shift in thinking at the mint. That as years pass, nostalgia adds fuel to collector demand. People who grew up seeing these coins now view them differently. What once felt ordinary now feels symbolic of a simpler time, the early 2000s, before smartphones, before digital payments took over everyday life. That emotional connection matters more than most people realize. Collectors today look for strong strikes, original color, clean edges, and sharp details. A coin that checks all those boxes immediately separates itself from the average example. Add an error or an exceptional grade, and interest multiplies quickly. Now let's talk about the moment everyone waits for. When high-grade United States of America gold $1 coins dated 2000 appear at major auctions, especially uncirculated examples with exceptional surfaces or notable mint errors, they have achieved auction prices ranging from hundreds of dollars to several $1,000s, with rare error specimens selling for even more depending on condition and demand. That's the hidden power of a coin most people never think twice about. Top 2. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most captivating pieces of American history you can actually hold in your hand, the United States of America gold $1 coin from the years 1865 to 1869. This tiny gold coin carries a story far bigger than its size. These years sit right at the edge of transformation. The Civil War was over, Abraham Lincoln was gone, and the United States was entering the difficult era known as Reconstruction. The country was exhausted, divided, and rebuilding, economically, politically, and emotionally. And during all of this, the U.S. Mint continued striking real gold coins for everyday use. Imagine that for a moment. Real gold, used to buy basic goods, passed from hand to hand in a nation still healing from war. By the time these coins were minted, gold dollars were already facing challenges. Paper money was becoming more common. Banks were cautious. Gold was being hoarded, melted, hidden, or shipped overseas. That alone makes surviving examples from this period incredibly fascinating, because many never made it through history intact. The design of this coin is subtle but powerful. On the front, you'll see liberty portrayed in a Native American-inspired headdress. This design wasn't accidental. It symbolized America's identity, strength, and independence during a time when the nation was redefining itself. The portrait is compact, refined, and dignified, especially impressive considering how small the coin actually is. Around Liberty, the date tells you exactly where this coin belongs in history. Each year from 1865 through 1869 represents a chapter of recovery. These coins were struck in a world without electricity in homes, without automobiles, without modern banking systems. Every detail you see was engraved by hand, cut into steel dies, and struck with precision using 19th-century technology. Turn the coin over and the simplicity continues. A wreath encircles the denomination, quietly declaring its value without excess. No loud symbols. No exaggeration. Just confidence. This was money backed by real metal, in a country determined to stabilize itself. What truly sets these gold dollars apart is survival. Gold is valuable, and valuable things rarely remain untouched. Many of these coins were melted during later gold recalls. Others were damaged from circulation, cleaning, or improper storage. Some were lost forever. That means every original, problem-free example that exists today has beaten overwhelming odds. Condition plays a massive role with coins from this era. Even small scratches, wear on Liberty's headdress, or weakness in the wreath can dramatically change how collectors view a piece. Coins that still show sharp detail, smooth surfaces, and original color are incredibly desirable. That soft, warm gold tone, untampered, unpolished, untouched, is something collectors chase relentlessly. Then there's the historical weight. These coins lived through Reconstruction. They existed during westward expansion, railroad growth, and the rebuilding of southern states. Some may have traveled in a soldier's pocket. Others may have crossed rivers, borders, or even continents. Each coin has a past we'll never fully know, and that mystery is part of the magic. Collectors today don't just buy metal. They buy moments in time. And the 1865 to 1869 gold $1 coins sit at a crossroads of American history that few other coins can match. Mintages during these years were relatively low compared to modern standards, and even compared to earlier gold dollar issues. The smaller the surviving population, the more competitive the collector demand becomes. Add historical importance, real gold content, age, and artistic beauty, and you have a coin that commands attention. Some examples also show striking differences. Weak strikes, die cracks, repunched dates, and other minting irregularities exist, and collectors love them. These are fingerprints of the minting process itself, frozen forever in gold. When discovered, such features can elevate a coin from desirable to exceptional. Another factor that keeps these coins in the spotlight is trust. Unlike many modern pieces, there's no confusion here. This is real gold from a time when money meant metal. That authenticity gives these coins lasting respect among serious collectors worldwide. Now comes the moment everyone waits for. When United States of America gold $1 coins dated between 1865 and 1869 appear at major auctions, especially examples with strong detail, original surfaces, and no damage, they have achieved auction prices ranging from several $1,000s to well over $10,000, with exceptional, high-grade specimens selling for even higher amounts depending on rarity, condition, and collector competition. That's the extraordinary power of history, gold, and survival combined into one tiny coin. Top 3. Today we're talking about the United States of America $1 coin dated 2000 with the D Mint mark, a coin often called gold, yet surrounded by confusion, myths, and surprising collector interest. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this coin still sparks attention more than 2 decades later, and why condition, details, and timing can make all the difference. The year 2000 was a major turning point for the United States Mint. America was entering a brand new millennium, and the Mint wanted a coin that felt modern, bold, and symbolic. The goal was simple but ambitious: create a $1 coin that people would actually want to use, not just store away like earlier dollar coins. That vision led to the launch of this design, and the Denver Mint played a major role in bringing it into circulation. At first glance, this coin immediately stands out. Its golden color grabs attention, especially for people who had only known silver-colored dollar coins before. Many Americans believed it was made of real gold, which added mystery and excitement around it. Even today, countless people still ask the same question: is this coin actually gold? The answer may surprise you, and it's part of what makes this coin so fascinating in the collector world. On the front of the coin, you'll see one of the most meaningful portraits ever placed on U.S. currency. This design honors Sacagawea, the Native American woman who played a vital role in the Lewis and Clark expedition. She wasn't just a guide, she was a translator, a symbol of peace, and proof that cooperation made exploration possible. Her calm expression and forward gaze give the coin a sense of strength, dignity, and quiet confidence. This was a historic moment for U.S. coinage, as it marked the first time a real Native American woman was featured on a circulating American coin. Look closer and you'll notice fine details that many people overlook. The flowing hair, the infant carried on her back, the balance of the design, all of it was carefully crafted to tell a story rather than just fill space. Coins like this aren't just money. They're messages frozen in metal. Flip the coin over and the theme continues. The soaring eagle represents freedom, strength, and the enduring spirit of the United States. The clean, modern design was intentional, meant to signal a new era for American currency. The D Mint mark tells us this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the most important mints in the country, known for producing massive quantities of coins with high striking quality. Now here's where things get really interesting. Even though millions of these coins were made, most of them didn't live easy lives. They were tossed into registers, dropped into vending machines, carried in pockets, and scratched against other coins day after day. Because of that, truly high-grade examples are far less common than people think. Coins with sharp details, smooth surfaces, strong color, and no major marks are becoming harder to find every year. Collectors don't just look at age. They look at condition, originality, and eye appeal. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance can suddenly become special when examined closely. Surface quality, edge condition, strike strength, and even how the color has aged all matter. This is especially true for coins from the year 2000, because many were handled heavily right from the start. Then there are the varieties and errors, the coins that break the rules. Some 2000 D $1 coins show unusual striking characteristics, off-center designs, weak details, or planchet issues. These aren't damage from use, they're mistakes from the minting process itself. Error coins like these are incredibly popular because they are accidental and limited by nature. Once they're discovered, that's it, no more can ever be made. Another factor that keeps interest alive is misunderstanding. Because so many people believe this coin is made of gold, it continues to circulate between collectors, sellers, and curious owners. That confusion keeps the conversation going and ensures that demand never completely disappears. Coins that spark debate tend to stay relevant much longer than coins everyone fully understands. This coin also holds emotional value. For many people, it represents the early 2000s, a time of change, optimism, and new beginnings. For others, it was the first gold-colored U.S. coin they ever held. Nostalgia plays a powerful role in collecting, and coins connected to specific moments in history often gain attention as time passes. It's important to remember that not every example is rare, and not every coin is valuable. But the right coin, with the right characteristics, appearing at the right moment, can surprise even experienced collectors. That's why so many people continue to check their old dollar coins, hoping they've overlooked something special. Now let's talk about what everyone is waiting for. When top-quality examples of the 2000 United States of America gold $1 coin appear at major auctions, especially those with exceptional condition or notable mint errors, they have achieved auction prices reaching into the thousands of dollars, with some standout pieces selling for several $1,000s depending on grade, rarity, and collector demand. That's the power of knowledge. A coin many people ignore can become a serious collector piece when you know what to look for. Top 4. Today, we're uncovering the real story behind the United States of America gold $1 dated 2010 with the P Mint mark, a coin that blends modern history, cultural tribute, and growing collector interest in a way few people expect. By 2010, America was living in a very different world. Digital payments were increasing, cash was slowly losing dominance, and many people believed coins were becoming less important. But the United States Mint was thinking long-term. Instead of abandoning the dollar coin, it chose to redefine it. This was the era of the Native American $1 coin program. Every year would tell a different story, honoring the contributions of Native Americans to the history and development of the United States. The 2010 issue carried a message that went beyond money. It carried education, recognition, and respect. At first glance, the coin still has that familiar golden appearance that catches the eye. Many people continue to mistake it for real gold, even today. That golden tone alone has kept these coins from being completely ignored, especially by casual collectors and people sorting through old change. On the front, the design features Sacagawea once again, but by this point, she had become more than just a portrait. She had become a symbol. Her calm expression, strong posture, and forward gaze represent guidance, endurance, and the often overlooked role Native Americans played in shaping the nation. This design had already earned respect by 2010, and its continued use gave the coin consistency and identity. The real story of the 2010 P Gold $1 coin comes alive when you turn it over. The reverse design honors the great law of peace, symbolized through a tree and an eagle. This imagery reflects the influence of Native American governance on the United States Constitution. It's not just artistic, it's educational. This coin quietly teaches history to anyone willing to look closely. That depth is part of what collectors love. Coins that tell stories tend to age well in the collector market. They don't rely on metal value alone. They rely on meaning. The P Mint mark tells us this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the oldest and most historic mint in the United States. By 2010, minting technology had reached incredible precision, but that didn't mean every coin was perfect. In fact, modern coins can be surprisingly difficult to find in flawless condition because they are often handled aggressively right after leaving the mint. Many 2010 P dollar coins were never released into circulation and instead went directly into storage or collector sets. Others were circulated lightly and quickly developed marks, dull surfaces, or edge wear. This creates a clear separation between average examples and premium ones. Condition matters enormously with modern coins. Collectors look for clean fields, strong strikes, original luster, and sharp details. A coin that looks ordinary to the untrained eye can suddenly become desirable when examined closely under proper lighting. Then there are the coins that break expectations. Some 2010 P examples show minting errors such as weak strikes, off-center designs, planchet flaws, or unusual surface textures. These errors occur during production and instantly make a coin more interesting to specialists. Error collectors actively seek modern mistakes because they are well documented and limited in number. another factor driving interest is timing. Coins from the early 2010s sit in an unusual space. They're not old, but they're no longer new. They represent the last phase of widespread physical money before digital transactions took over daily life. That alone gives them future nostalgia appeal. There's also misunderstanding. Many people assume modern coins can't be valuable. That belief causes countless high-grade pieces to be overlooked, mishandled, or even spent. Over time, that neglect reduces the number of top-quality survivors, quietly increasing collector competition. The 2010 P Gold $1 coin also represents a shift in purpose. It wasn't designed to replace paper money anymore, it was designed to preserve history. That change in philosophy gives it lasting significance beyond face value. Collectors today don't just ask how old a coin is. They ask what it represents, how well it survived, and how difficult it is to replace. When a coin checks those boxes, interest grows naturally. Now comes the moment everyone waits for. When United States of America Gold $1 coins dated 2010 P appear at major auctions, especially uncirculated examples with exceptional surfaces or notable mint errors, they have achieved auction prices ranging from tens of dollars for standard high-grade coins to several $100s, and in rare error cases, even higher, depending on condition, rarity, and collector demand. That's how a modern coin quietly earns its place in the collector world. If this video made you look twice at your dollar coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because the next valuable coin might already be in your hands.